got an electric crowd here in Los Angeles at the Staples Center. It's Saturday night and live on 2K Sports. We've got the excitement of the NBA for you tonight. Joined now by Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. With us tonight, one of the quickest players in league history, Kenny the Jet Smith. I almost feel like I should say your name fast, because that's the way you played the game.
Well, thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's good to have you.
But is the show going to be fast? Because I heard like it's a little bit less time down here than it is up top.
Well, I think it goes by so quickly.
It's not quite jet quick, but it does play with some pace.
Because when you guys are home sleeping, we're still on the air.
Yeah.
I just want you to know that.
That is true. That is true.
We might be having a tea for two after.
There it is.
On the air.
There it is.
And that is true.
Whatever that is.
A contest in the West. We'll see if the Los Angeles Clippers can deliver the goods here at home. Here are the starters for Montreal. We've got Green. Gorgie Dang is out there with Ilyasova. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard.
And that's a quick foul for him there. It looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
Sure. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Kenny, you played alongside some incredible clutch performers. Who would you give the ball to now for a game-deciding three?
Game-deciding three. Steph Curry's #1. Klay Thompson's #2. Ray Allen's retired, so I'll go with Trae Young.
Ooh, what about Dame Lillard? Dame
Lillard. I'm sorry. Dame Lillard, #3. And then Trae.
Say, wait, so
Steph, Klay,
Lillard.
Okay. Game-winning 3, not off the dribble.
I'm going to throw a wild card out there.
Who's that?
Kawhi.
No.
Kawhi's hit some. Hey. Kevin and I saw him hit one of the biggest threes.
Yeah, that's a wild card.
That's a wild card. He hit a 3 to get to the finals.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
And he was injured in that game and in those series. There's the pass to Poole. Over George. Releases from the wing and drills it. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Leonard looking over the floor. Cans it from downtown. Leonard's got 7.
They've come out with guns blazing. 4 for 5 from the field. They've got the D, really.
Kenny, as a former point guard, how would you construct the perfect shooting guard to complement your game?
My game?
Yep.
Oh, all you got to do is be on the floor, baby. Yeah, you're going to be
let
good.
It happen. Just
let
it happen.
Let it happen. Now, for me, I love guys with a high energy guys. So that's why I love playing with Bernie Maxwell. Just guys that had high batteries, because at times I would kind of get too cerebral in the game. And then he would pull me up and just make me emotional in the game. So I like guys
dog,
like that.
right?
Just get emotionally in the game instead of reading the situation and this guy's over. No. Just play hard.
Yeah. It's funny you say that, because my guys, John Starks is the same exact way. He was just a great competitor. Like, the moment never got too big, because he always felt like I shouldn't even be here.
Just phenomenal awareness by Beverly, just dishing the ball to the wide open man easy.
It's stolen by Ibaka. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing under control. They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And first time out of the game called for Montreal. Kenny, your career saw the expansion of the NBA as the league added several new teams. How did expansion change the league and change for the players when you were on the floor?
Well, probably Greg can answer this better, because he had to move out of the country when expansion came in with the Grizzlies. So how did that feel?
I miss
leaving
Vancouver.
the country, not just leaving the state, but leaving the country.
And that's the point. It is different. Like, I mean, obviously it's still North America, and Canada's very close to us culturally, but it's still different. And the other big part was, they knew about basketball, but it wasn't a part of their fabric. So a lot of times you were trying to educate fans to help them, have interest in the game. So it was different, man, especially growing up as a kid. I never dreamt of playing in Vancouver for the Grizzlies. That never really entered into the equation.
Kept alive. Tries again, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
You really admire how fierce Morris is on the glass. He never gives up on keeping the next possession alive.
The Clippers shooting their first free throw of the game right now. Morris no good on the free throw. Montreal trails by 6. The drive by Green. And here's Ilyasova outside. And another 3 for Montreal. Kenny, your teammate Hakeem Olajuwon, a lead on both ends. Who do you think is the best all-around big man in the game right now?
Well, as great as Hakeem was, you know, Shaq was probably just the greatest ball handler as guys today. You know, you think about that, like Giannis and Embiid, those two come to mind. They probably would have gave it to Shaq, but he would have had his share.
Here's Jang following the score by Reggie Jackson. Here's Dinwiddie. Again, Montreal scores.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
All right, it's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Here's Mann. Dishes it to Cousins. Great D that time from Green.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against them. That's just great work inside.
Pass to Jang. Shoots over Cousins. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. Pushing it up. Jackson has the open look. A three-pointer no good. Montreal trails by 3. Brooks the pass to Ilyasova. Here's Dinwiddie. And another 3 for Montreal.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 40 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Can't get it to fall.
You know, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should have been easy.
Here's Brooks. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And sometimes it seems Brooks is better at scoring like this. I mean, he enjoys overcoming challenges.
Jackson passes to Zubac. Morris against Dinwiddie. Pass to Green. Here's Jang. And here is Ilyasova. And the wide open shot from Green. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Back to the action after this word. This has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And from what you've seen from Montreal, guys, what do you think?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Or just wearing them out. I mean, when you space the floor like this, the defense has to run and expend energy.
On the court right now for Montreal, they've got Jackson. Also, Rajon Rondo out there, and it's Roby in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Nowadays, it seems, less dominant centers than in the past decades of NBA basketball. Kenny, you played alongside some of the great big men, including Hakeem Olajuwon. You think he'd be less or more effective in today's game?
More effective, because his value would be easily shown. Because he would get more touches. There's more possessions in an NBA game now. He had ball handling skills, and he had the mid-range jump shot, so which means all he had to do is step backwards and take the threes. We used to play around and have shooting contests after practice. He would win some of those three-point shooting contests, but never took them in the game.
The difference is his skill set translates. Like, it wouldn't be as, I don't think some of our other great bigs would be as good. The guys who were purely post players, because the reason would be they got to guard the pick and roll now.
Yeah.
And in this era, they don't bail you out, the bigs, by letting you just go and hang out in the paint. You got to play outside that three-point line 80, 90 possessions a game.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, "We've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time." Guys are hoping this season Their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, D.A. Thanks. And Montreal making a change here. Poole's checked in. Clippers trail by 4. Puts it up. They get it again. And that one's good. George.
Man, I love that George never gives up on a possession. Plays hard to the bitter end.
And here's Montreal. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. The shot, no good. So the Clippers will take it the other way. The duo for the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. Can you think about elite two-way wing tandems in NBA history? This would have to rank right up there with the best of them.
Well, it ranks in terms of talent. But Jordan and Pippen are the idol of that.
They accomplish it.
Yeah, but the accomplishments is what separates.
Yes.
So what these two accomplish will put them in a league of their own.
No doubt about it. Individual talents. Kawhi is accomplished, right? He's got 2 finals MVPs, 2 championships. Paul George, though, this could put him in that discussion if they're able to somehow win it all.
And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Jackson's got the lead up to 6 now for Montreal. Now here's Leonard. He's got 9. Trying to get open as Ibaka. And Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Off contact. Starting out in this league, Leonard made his living inside.
Jackson passes to Brissett, and he uses the glass on the layup. And Montreal leads by 6.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Well, the league continues to test out new rules. The coaches' challenge now, guys, extended from its 1-year trial. What do you think about that, Kenny? You approve?
Well, coaches always had something to say about calls, so now they can take action to it. So, yeah, I think that it's needed once a game. But I also think if you get it right, you should keep being able to challenge multiple times. If you get it right, that means I could get another one. If I get that right, I could get another one. I shouldn't just stop.
What do you think, Greg?
I like that theory in terms of having more
Get a
than one.
reward
If
for
you earn it, and most coaches are still figuring out how to use it because more often than not, you don't want to use it early in the game, even if it's a significant play, because later in the game, as we all know, that last 2 minutes, if it's a close game, where you do not want to lose because of the official.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. That free throw, no good.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Down low. And Ibaka slams it in.
We know George can beat you with the pass, has great vision and great court sense.
Passes it to Poole. From outside the arc. And Ilyasova kicks to Zhang. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. And Morris throws it down.
Wow, and Morris just trucking it down the court, showing the real desire to finish it in transition.
And it's Dinwiddie with the ball, bringing it up now for Montreal. Cousins against Zhang. Green dishes to Ilyasova. Dinwiddie passes to Poole. Montreal again missing. Poole's gone just 1 of 5 from the field. Inside, here's Cousins, and Cousins throws it down. Kenny, always fascinating to get your take. We sure appreciate you coming by.
Man, it's great to be here, man. Thanks for having me, man. Happy to be here. This is the best studio show up top, but we got the best down here by the bottom.
Are they paying you well? Are they paying you well?
Not as well as y'all are. I tell you, not as well as y'all are.
And C-Web, what can you say? Kenny Smith never one to pull any punches when he's talking about basketball, or anything for that matter.
Yeah, definitely. And he was such an integral piece to those Hakeem Olajuwon championship teams there in Houston.
So both teams making some changes here. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half. Oof.
ugly second quarter for him, and now I think he's starting to really force the issue.
Here's Green. That one drops for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
The agility from Green when he goes inside is impressive. I mean, his fluid motion gets him to his shot.
35 seconds left here in the second. Here's Cousins. He can't get it to go. And it's Montreal the other way. Green kicks to Zhang. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
The noise didn't really seem to bother them. In fact, it appeared to make them sharper and play harder for each other.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
It's all tied here in Los Angeles. We'll see.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this part. And joining us once again after his valiant attempt at live action analysis, it's Kenny Smith.
Back, Kenny. Why? What are you laughing at?
How you think it went, Kenny?
Oh, it was fun, man. It went great, man. What do you guys think?
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There is no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys,
yes,
they're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Clippers, we've got Patrick Beverley. Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ibaka, and it's George in a shooting guard.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Leonard against Green. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And the fact that Leonard can pour it in like tonight, in addition to his defense, is really why he's one of the best two-way players we've ever seen.
And Poole gets it to go.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Now, here is George. He's covered closely. And it's Leonard, top of the key. The 19-foot shot, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Leonard's got 6 here in this quarter. Montreal calls timeout. Henson's checked in for Los Angeles. So for Montreal, Rondo with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Brooks outside. Lets it go from deep. Drills it from outside. And Montreal leads by 4.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
And where Brooks seemed to have carved out a niche, GA, his consistency from range and from the line.
Kev, if you can space the floor and hit your free throws, you're going to be in the rotation. Brooks really came into his own last season. And the more he refines his shot selection, the more valuable he becomes to this team.
Jackson from long range. And there's Jackson on the assist by Rondo.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Clippers trail by 7. Lobs it up for Ibaka. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Jackson with it, and it's Henson picking him up. The pass to Brissett. Here's Roby. Misses off the left iron. And so Beverly will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Nobody near Leonard. Off target from outside.
Not his best day from three-point range. I mean, just one in the first half and still looking for his first here in half number 2.
And that one's good by Roby.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Rondo against George. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. So the wing on the left. Shot clock at 5. A 3 from Leonard. In for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
Well, you can't leave somebody that wide open when Jackson's running the show. Reggie will find him every time.
Brooks, the pass to Brissett. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Brissett's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
High post Cousins. Montreal leading by 6. Brooks right side. Here's Rondo. A three-pointer off the mark. To the middle. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And with a good mix of power and agility, Leonard can throw it down with the best of them.
Count that one. Brissett's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, very aggressive. I mean, he takes on the challenge with no hesitation.
Count it. And it's an 8-point Montreal lead.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Here's the Clippers. Pass to man. Out to the wing. Cousins against Jackson. No good from Cousins. Cousins has gone 1 for 5 from the field, 20%. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Morris is checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Now here's Jackson. He's guarded closely. A floater. Rebound by Jang. Jang's got 4 rebounds in this game. Fires from 18. Stolen by Jackson. Pass to Morris. Cousins, no one around him. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
I love seeing Cousins shoot immediately off the pass. He's filling out the D well and capitalizing off the separation they gave him.
Some nice passing by Montreal here. Here's Poole. Drops in the layup for 2. Poole's got the lead up to 8 now for Montreal.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
To the inside. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Whenever Cousins get that close to the basket, it's game over for the D. He is such a forceful presence, especially when he's dunking.
Here's Roby. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Now Jackson. No good. And so it's Montreal with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We've got more in store for you right after this. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
This is where the NBA's headed. I mean, multi-dimensional big man. That was just a beautiful pass.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court right now for Montreal, Zhang is out there with Ilyasova. And it's Green, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point. Jackson passes to Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Yeah, it seems like whenever one team scores, the other comes right back with a bucket of its own.
Passes it to Zhang. To the left side wing. Corner shot. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. And Montreal leads by 6. Dinwiddie's gone 4 of 5 shooting from the field. It's Jackson with the drive. It's rebounded by Montreal. Ilyasova's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Poole, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul called on Los Angeles. And he makes the first. And the Clippers making a change here. And so he makes both from the line.
Well, his free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
Now the Clippers with it. Trailing here by 8.
Morris really rises up for these jams, leaving no mistake as he finishes with the thumb.
Here's Poole, defended by George. Poole, the pass to Ilyasova. And it's in there. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's George. And the wide open shot from Morris. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got 3 assists tonight. Here's Poole. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. One-on-one here. That one's good, and the Montreal lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Paul George.
And hustle paying off there for George in the open court. Gets up court in a flash and finishes before the D can even react.
Montreal calls timeout.
Well, their goal was to limit their turnovers, and they've wasted way too many possessions with giveaways.
And the Clippers making a change here. Leonard's checked in. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, Montreal's head coach talked to his team during that timeout. He said, I love how we're shooting the basketball. You guys have been locked in from 3. Just keep taking makeable shots. If you don't have it, pass it to the guy who does. Kevin?
To the paint.
I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
And Ilyasova kicks to Green. Again, Montreal scores. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Morris. And Morris throws it down.
And that's what Beverly does best, a quick passer who distributes the ball incredibly well.
And it's sent back by Leonard. From deep. They grab their own miss.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Dinwiddie outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Dinwiddie's got 7 points for the quarter.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Clippers trail by 6. And here's Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And, guys, that's the man you want with the ball in his hands on that critical possession. Kawhi being his best in the biggest moments.
The pass to Poole. And the layup is good. And Montreal leads by 6.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball, getting into the paint.
Pass to Morris. The three. It's rebounded by Poole.
Now, you don't see that very often. A wide open three is usually like a layup for him.
Here's Jang. Count that bucket. And now an 8-point Montreal lead. 1:41 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Leonard. Another shot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, look at Morris, just using that big body of his to draw contact. The defense has a tough time matching up with it.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 7. Brooks checked in for Montreal. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Crucial that he converts those shots. They've got to keep eating away at the lead.
Montreal calls timeout. They're leading by 6. There's 1:34 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Here's Poole, defended by George. And here we go. George heading to the hoop. Oh, he delivers that with force.
I cannot believe that.
And guys, George takes pride in hitting big shots. Just get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Here's Poole. That's it. He's 7 for 12 now in the game. .116 left here in the fourth quarter.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Oh, yeah, a little room for error now. We'll see what they run.
They get the rebound. Ibaka, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Ibaka's got 4 points in the quarter. Brooks finds Ilyasova. Over Morris. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
That one goes in.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
It's stolen by Ibaka. And now the Clippers on the break. Leonard with the ball to tie it up. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And at about 230 pounds, Leonard is a well-built specimen. Can absorb defenders like it's nothing.
He knocks down the clutch free throw.
Wrong guy to put on the line in the close game. You know he's not going to miss.
There's 31 seconds left in the game. Jang dishes to Dinwiddie. But they'll get another chance. Here's Poole. Count it!
Yeah, the defense had better watch out. He is starting to feel it.
And the Clippers call time here. They're trailing by 2. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth. What do you think, guys?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Or they could take the lead if they play for the 3. Interesting decision here.
Brooks against Leonard. Ibaka outside. Looking for George. He gets it there. Up high to stuff the alley-oop. And it's a tie ball game.
And there was a time when folks said George wasn't a clutch shooter. Remember? Not anymore, people.
Montreal calls timeout. Nine seconds left in the fourth quarter. Got it!
How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket.
Here's Beverly. Goes up off the inbound. Count it!
And that is just a huge bucket from Beverly. I mean, he just has a knack for coming through in big ways for his squad.
For the win. Oh, and a chance to win the game, but the last second shot is offline. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. We've got more in store for you right after this. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. And no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. They've got Ivica Zubac, Patrick Beverly out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Morris in at the 4 spot. Morris, no good. And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for Montreal. Pass to Ilyasova. He gets it in there. Ilyasova's got the first points here in the overtime period for Montreal. Los Angeles calls timeout. The Clippers trail. Leonard inside. Brooks covering. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And throw it down, Kawhi. That was nasty. Love watching him go hard and attacking with power.
Montreal calls timeout. And so it's Montreal now. Three-pointer. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
Well, they get burned this time. That's a shot they're willing to give up, though.
George double-teamed. Leonard attacking. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Leonard's got 31 points.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And Morris throws it down.
Now, these shots are important for Morris to make, demonstrating why he is seen as a leader of this squad.
And so it's Montreal now. It's a 1-point game. Here's Brooks. Great that time from Leonard. Here's Beverly. George with no one around. Nets the corner 3. And the Clippers lead by 4.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out. The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Let's talk about the great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
Montreal trails by 3. Now here's Dinwiddie. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. And that one's good. Beverly.
Just the silky shot from Beverly. He's so good at hitting these important shots.
Here's Dinwiddie. That doesn't go either for Dinwiddie. And here's Los Angeles. They're on an 11-3 run.
Well, he doesn't have a clear path to the hoop, so why not? Let me pull up and bury the 3 in transition.
And so it's Montreal now. There's the 3. George with the defensive effort. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Brooks. With some arc. A 3 from Morris. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
That's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
Brooks misses.
And guys, overtime not nearly as competitive as regulation. They've used up all their energy just getting it to overtime.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
And that's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
That free throw, good from Jang. Both shots good from the stripe. They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Daniel House. That's his first foul. Crawford outside. And that one falls for Jamal Crawford. Both free throws good from Crawford.
And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy.
So the Clippers winning this one easily. They escaped with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game. I mean, both teams, I felt like, gave it their all. But when it came to OT, it was just all about sheer determination on their part.